Yo, welcome back everyone. In today's video, I have a couple things planned. I do want to talk about sleep and why I think getting an adequate amount of sleep may just be one of the reasons that your life sucks. My whole life, I've made sure to get at least 8 hours of sleep as much as I can. And I've noticed that every time that I can't get that amount of sleep, say I have a lot to do or a lot of studying to do, but I need to wake up early. If I get less than this 8 hours of sleep, sure, I might be able to function. Any more than a couple days in a row without good sleep, I won't be able to function. If I have one day without the adequate amount of sleep, that it's going to be fine for me in the long run. That one day without the correct amount of sleep may be fine. I might be able to survive that day and do everything I need to effectively. But like I said, any more than one day is just going to become too much to manage and affect you very negatively. All right, plan for today. I'm gonna work on beating the Destroyer. It's the last mechanical boss I have. But before I do that, let me show you some of the changes that I've had since my recent video. Since my recent video, I've added a couple mods. One of those being the Fargo's Mutant mod. A viewer requested that I do this, recommended that is, and I did, and I found it to be very, very useful. One of the things that I came to find out is if you have at least 30 of any potion type, you can put them in your piggy bank, and just keeping those in there will give you a permanent buff. As you can see, I have all these buffs and there's no timer on them, so I will have these the rest of the playthrough. As well as that, I added a simple texture pack. It was just the Calamity texture pack. It resprats a lot of the vanilla items, just making it look a little cooler. I've never played with the texture pack before, so it's actually been pretty cool to test that out. Beyond to the main objective, let me use my Cosmolite. I'll flip it to the start of a new night, and then I'm going to try and beat the Destroyer. It's going to take multiple attempts. I'll probably cut together all the deaths just so you can see how hard it was, if I have any. And then I'll give you the full snippet of me actually beating it. Got to make sure to summon these guys before I forget. All right, let's get into it. I'm a Hall of Fame seller. All right, being zoomed in this much is not really helping, so I'm going to zoom out and see if that can maybe give me more awareness. I was so close, bro. So close. I fumbled the end so hard, bro. So far, this looks pretty cool, but I don't know if this... nope. Looks like it didn't work. Good to know. Wait. No, I'm so lucky. No, I'm so lucky. Wait, I'm so lucky. Wow. I'll give you a little instant replay of what just happened. Oh my goodness. I used the Shield of Cthulhu's dash, right? And I got iframe somehow from like dashing into his head. Wow, that was perfectly timed. All right. I do not know the exact count of how many attempts I took, but it is safe to say that that was close to not happening today, at least. I was about to get off and take a break. I wouldn't have postponed the video. I would have still tried my best to get the video out, of course, but it would have been not containing that fight, that's for sure. All right, let's see what we got from the treasure bag. I've defeated all mech bosses now, so I should be able to craft some extra things. For some reason, these wings are not displaying stats, so we're gonna have to test them. Let's check with this one first, see how high we can go. All right, so that's a little above that track. That bomb is gonna land somewhere not good. Wow, just my day of luck, huh? Look at that. It bounced and just did not destroy my house, which is nice. All right, let's test these wings. All right, they're so similar, but since these look cooler, I'm wearing these. But I will keep the set, that's for sure. Of course, at this point, I do want to make the pickaxe axe. I think that's just a given. Hot take, pickaxes are better than drills. All right, drills are cool. They're a little quicker, but pickaxes, that's what's up. All right, now that we're done with that, let me resume my tangent from earlier. For you guys, it should have been only about a couple minutes since I've been talking about the actual point of the video, but for me, it has quite literally been an hour and a half of recording just trying to beat the destroyer. So forgive me if I'm a little lost in my thinking, but I'll try my best to pick up where I left off. All right, so I was talking about sleeping, right? And why I think it's important to make sure you always get the right amount of sleep. The biggest reason that I stated earlier for this is really just so you can focus throughout the day. It's definitely more efficient and effective to get the sleep that you need. Like I said earlier, the minimum amount of sleep that I recommend for anyone is 8 hours, unless of course you really do need to stay up for something important. Wow, this is the first time I've ever had to fight Spasmatism second. I might just be throwing it. Any mistake and I'm dead here. At least I got a heal off. Wow, that was too close for comfort. If it doesn't prove my point already, I am literally off 6 hours of sleep. And hilariously enough, I am playing terrible. So hey, if you're into video games or anything that takes a decent amount of focus, then there you go. Sleep is just as important as I've been making it sound. Earlier as well, I was saying that my whole life I've tried to get at least 8 hours of sleep. And the funniest thing is I've managed to do that up until about the past year. There's been no reason for me not to just sleep a good amount until college. In college, I am constantly overwhelmed with schoolwork and trying to make videos. This really isn't helpful for, of course, my sleep schedule or my overall success. All right, now that we have the destroyer down, what I'm reading on the wiki is that the next recommended set is going to be chlorophyte, assuming that this pickaxe I can craft is going to work the same as it does in vanilla. Let me just grab the potions that I need. Before I do that, actually, let me actually just buy 30 spelunker potions. 45 works as well, but I'd prefer to have just 30. This way I have a constant mining buff as well as just a spelunker buff going. It just makes my life way easier. Also, recently I've noticed my videos have been a little more all over the place. I'm assuming that some of you may like that. You're still able to follow along and enjoy the concepts that I'm trying to give you, but I know for a fact it's definitely deterring to many other people just because it is all over the place and it's hard to stay focused on something I'm trying to say if I'm not being very coherent or structured with what I'm saying. One thing I really do appreciate about my parents is they always enforced a bedtime for me, which a lot of kids I don't think have that growing up. Of course, it is a very common thing, but it is also pretty common for kids not to have to deal with bedtimes. So being put in the position that I was where I had a bedtime, I didn't really have the choice to not just sleep a good amount. And getting in this habit of sleeping a lot, as well as not having like technology in my room for a long time, really helped me to be more happy as a kid and be more effective in school and whatever else I was trying to work on at the time. All right, now we should be able to make our chlorophyte. How about I spell it right? And then, all right, 84. That'll be enough for us to make plenty of gear. Starting off with the ranged set. Let me make the helmet, the chest piece, and then the leggings. All right, so that'll jump us up 15 defense, which is definitely good. This also has a really good set bonus. It'll give me a constant heal every 5 seconds, which is pretty good. And then it'll also do 250 damage to anyone within its range. All right, so that is beautiful. beautiful. That is definitely worth the wait. The funniest thing is this whole time I didn't have my orichalcum set on. Wow. No wonder the destroyer was so hard. I had snow pants on. Don't ask me how that happened because I am not able to tell you. But yeah, that would have been nice to know 2 hours ago. All right. I think I've made it to a good point in progression for this video. The whole point of the video, of course, was just talking about sleep and why I think you should start to prioritize it if you don't already. If you do notice you're getting less sleep than recommended, even by doctors, right? I think doctors recommend 7 to 8 hours for anyone. Try and reconsider what you do throughout the day. Maybe that means you drink less caffeine or even drink caffeine earlier than you do so that that's not in your system when you're trying to go to bed. But yeah, work on your sleep schedule. I think it'll be beneficial to anyone. It's definitely one of the biggest things that can change your mood, change your happiness level. It can even fix some levels of depression from what I understand. If any of those things seem like an issue to you, then try first to fix your sleep and it should work out good for you. All right, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you are interested in watching any of this go down live, if you're interested in seeing the rage that unfolds when I play this game, you can go follow my Twitch. There will be a link in the description, as well as I'll throw it up on screen real quick for you guys. Again, I'm sorry for the low quality video that I put out. I kind of just wanted to talk. I didn't do a great job of talking this time, probably because I didn't get enough sleep, but that's another story. I guess this is kind of what happens when you don't script your videos, but regardless, thank you all for watching. Have a good rest of your night and love you all.